Rwanda has made an economic transformation in the last 20 years, which has made her a role model for the rest of sub-Saharan Africa. But that transformation is not yet complete. As Rwanda moves to become a middle-income economy, financing productive investments will play a major role, especially investments that drive uptake of financial products, which in turn will help move millions of Rwandans into the formal economy. Meet Uwimana. She is an entrepreneur. She applied for the collateral-free loan through the Bank of Kigali, which developed Zamuka Mugore product to support women like Uwimana who thought loans were given to high-income earners. By developing women-centric financial products, AFR is helping to close the gender gap in financial inclusion.
Rero nta kintu bansabye gihambaye, bansabye ipatante. Bagusaba ko ubusanzwe ukora, bakagusaba ipatante, ibindi byo gusinya n'umuntu. Uba ufite umuntu wagusinyira, ntabwo ari ngombwa ngo zana umugabo agusinyira, ntabwo abantu bose bagira abagabo.
There was a gap between men and women, a gap of almost more than 10% of financial inclusion. Access to Finance Rwanda is working with 3 financial service providers to develop and roll out women-centric financial products.
Abagore babaye baduhaye nk'inguzanyo. Tubashije kuzibona neza bitatugoye nk'uko baziduha. Zaduteza imbere cyane cyane nk'uko umudamu umugore n'umuntu ubu wateye imbere yiteza imbere, ubu barahagurutse bose bakunda akazi bakunda gukora.
Financial inclusion in Rwanda is very important because it helps our people to access all financial services and use them in productive activities that will help them to transform their lives, but also helps to be able to contribute to economic development of the country.
Access to Finance Rwanda is sit right in the middle and ensure that the financial sector players are able to do the role or perform their role well. We want a financial sector that's really able to support growth and development for the country.
Most of the financial services are not affordable for poor people and they're not easily accessed by them. What we would like is for everybody to have access to financial services at a cost they can afford.
AFR, in partnership with TransUnion Rwanda, developed a mobile credit scoring platform. Financial service providers can now be aided to provide more appropriate finance while minimizing risk and giving Rwandans more access to financing.
How do you behave? How do you pay your bills? How do you pay back your loans? How do you respect your installments, your timeline, your deadline?
Muri ya mafaranga y'abanyamuryango bari bamaze kwiyongera niyo twakoreshaga, nyine twabasaga n'icyangombwa cyuko nta mwenda bafite mu zindi banki, gasanga birahenze. Nubwo twazimutumaga yashoboraga kuzana nk'ebyiri gusa ziri muri ariya banki adafitemo inguzanyo, akaguhisha akakubwira ati hariya nta konti ngiramo, ukabyemera kandi atakubwisha ukuri.
So it has an impact in terms of efficiency on how we do deliver service to our clients.
In December 2018, Rwanda launched Ejoheza. This revolutionary product is Africa's first universal digital micro-pension scheme for non-salaried people who make up a vast majority of the workforce. Through their mobile phones, Rwandans now have the option to save and retire with dignity.
It will provide coverage to many people here in Rwanda, and it will be a good example of how pensions can work within the informal sector.
If you have a mobile money wallet, if you have a bank account, how do we make it easier for you to move your money from one platform to another? Now, Ejoheza comes in to be plugged on that platform that is making very good progress. It also gives you flexibility to use that saving as a collateral, which you cannot do with the traditional pension scheme. So it's quite a game changer. People want to save, but are they saving with the right setup?
And we are also working on a national agriculture insurance scheme, because once you begin to provide insurance to the farmer, it becomes less risk for the supplier of financial services.
We introduced the first ever microinsurance product in Rwanda. We are working with Tigo, Airtel, Rwanda. As at now, I think we have already registered more than 200,000 people.
We foresee that digital insurance will change the landscape of insurance in this market. And we thought it's very important that we actually contribute in addressing the gap. Those who have benefited have enjoyed it, have actually seen the value of mitigating risks through insurance.
Annunziata was hospitalized in Kigali for 4 days after giving birth. Often, medical emergencies like these can mean financial ruin. But because Annunziata has health insurance, she was compensated for the costs. Through AFR's partnership with the private sector, ordinary Rwandans can mitigate risk through affordable micro-insurance products.
Muri 2017 nakomeje kujya mbona ubutumwa bugufi kuri telefone bumbwira ushobora kwiyandikisha mu ngoboka kashi ukagira ubwishingizi bw'ubuzima ukoresheje telefone yawe mwishyura noneho nari ntwite nza kugera igihe mu kwa gatandatu guhera nza kujya ku bitaro kubyara namazeyo ndumva ari iminsi 4 nyuma ngeze kwa muganga rero baramfashije bisanzwe turishyura bisanzwe noneho rero ndataha nakoresheje WhatsApp noherezaho ibyo byangombwa byanjye bavuga ngo haciye iminsi 2 mu masaha ya saa 8 saa 9 nza kubona ubutumwa kuri Tigo Cash bumbwira ko nakira amafaranga y'ingoboka Cash no kuvuga ngo rero n'ubwa mbere nari mbonye ubwishingizi buciriritse kandi buri privé cyangwa se bwigenga umuntu wari wese ashobora kuba yagiraho ubushobozi.
The last thematic area is called agriculture finance. 80% of population is served by the agriculture sector. We have a focus right now on digitizing payments because we believe that when farmer payments begin to be visible, a financial service provider can see that and take an interest. So we work in select value chains like coffee, tea, dairy, and the Irish potato value chain just to be able to bring to light the financial flows within this sector.
A new SMS-based bookkeeping application is digitizing data for low-income coffee farmers. Innovative use of digital technology like this is transforming how farmers access capital and attract financing.
SMS bookkeeping twatangiranye nayo mu mwaka wa 2012 dukorana na Technoserve icyo gihe yaradufashije cyane mu mirimo ya buri munsi tugenda dukora no kuvuga ngo ni ugutegura ubutumwa yaba dutanga ubutumwa butandukanye haba ubutumwa bw'ibitumbwe ubutumwa bw'amafaranga n'ubutumwa bwa stock abafatanya bikorwa baduha amafaranga bahitaga babibona ko umusaruro winjiye muri koperative bakabona amakuru mbese muri rusange ku gihe raporo kuzikora tuzikora mu gihe gitoya gishoboka kubera ko amakuru tuba tuyafite mu biro ariko ko twagendaga dutanga amakuru ku gihe abafatanya bikorwa bakaduha amafaranga nta kibazo tugakora neza koperative ikabasha kunguka twagiye tuzamuka uko umwaka ugenda uhita mbese twagiye dukora uko umwaka ushira dutanga bonus buri mwaka ku bahinzi b'ikawa aho twatanze amafaranga menshi dutanga 70 ku kilo.
We have been sending people using vehicles, fuel allowances to go and every day report on the performance of each washing station we are pre-financing. But using the platform, we don't necessarily need to send people. They can go there once in a while, like once a week, or just to check physically supporting document, to check in the books if all information have been registered. Otherwise, we have already information before even we go to cross-check.
Financial inclusion in Rwanda has improved. Now we are at 89% included, meaning that 89% of the population have an access to a financial service. So we want to explore usage in the future. So the areas we'll be working with is to support like investments more into agriculture, investments more into manufacturing, investments more into export finance, investments that can support the growth of private enterprise. And as private enterprise grows, livelihoods are improved because there is a value chain kind of trickle down.
So if we can help the private sector and other policymakers to establish market systems and processes and vehicles that will be able to sustainably continue serving the market in the financial sector and the real economy without or beyond access to finance Rwanda, then that I think will be what I would call what good looks like for access to finance Rwanda and the donors behind.